Hello, welcome along. This is my channel where I'm on a journey to find myself again. And this week I'm going to be talking about my health metrics. So I'm going to dive in with that. I'm Poppy Mac and welcome along for the ride. I hope you'll join me going forward. So my health stats, I'm just going to grab my list and I will rattle through it. Just a tick. Here we go. So I weighed myself on Sunday, as I always do, and there was a loss of 1.4 pounds. So I'm thrilled to bits on the heels of last week's loss as well. So something's clicked into place. I keep telling myself, trust the process, just keep going. And apparently, yes, trust the process, just keep going, and eventually it will start to happen again. So, yeah. 1.4 loss. So that's 20.4 pounds to go to get to my target, and a grand total of 109.6 pounds down. So I'm very pleased with myself, I have to say. My BMI is now 24.9. So I'm in the healthy range finally. By a whisker, but I am in the healthy range. So both my weight and my BMI are now on my Renfo app. They're showing as average, barely, but they are showing as average, and I'm very pleased with that because I was way up. My blood pressure was 89/58 on Sunday. I know that's low. It's often low. I did it again this morning and it was a slightly more respectable 94/60. So I don't panic about it. It's the reason I'm no longer taking my migraine medication. I have chronic migraine from a number of head injuries, and I was taking propranolol to try and prevent the migraine. And because my blood pressure keeps dropping into my boots, and when I stood up, the floor approached me at great speed, I had to stop taking those. So I'm trying to find other ways to manage my migraine. But yeah, so it's fairly standard for me. It's not, I don't panic about whatever it was, 89/58. I don't stress about that. My oxygen was good, 98. My glucose was 5.8, which I think is pretty textbook, and my cholesterol was 4.6. So it's all fairly good now. It's not nothing to panic about. So I'm really pleased to say that health-wise, I'm doing all right. So all those metrics are jogging along nicely, and yeah, I'm just going to keep going and trust the process. So I will drop my stats in here that I've just rattled through, and yeah. What else? I'm a bit worried about loose skin. I mean, I've got quite saggy arms, and I don't know what I can do about that. I take collagen. I moisturise with a collagen moisturiser. I exercise to try and build a little bit of muscle underneath, but I don't know that there's a great deal that I can do about it other than just learn to accept it and just appreciate the fact that I'm in a healthier body, even if there are going to be some crinkly bits. So yeah, that's that. What else? I finished my book. I'm ridiculously pleased that I finished my book because, as I said before, since the lockdown and the head injuries and the PTSD, I've not been able to sit and read and concentrate and absorb what I'm reading. It's really been quite a struggle. However, I finished The Correspondent and I loved it. It was a lovely read, and it was the absolute perfect book for me to get back into sitting and reading, because it is literally made up of correspondence. The whole story is told in letters, emails, and notes, and there's no long narrative that you've got to get to the end of the chapter for it to feel like it's a good place to stop. You can stop more or less anywhere. It's what I would call infinitely dippable. And I just absolutely loved it. So, yeah, perfect book for me to jump into. Lovely story. Really, really lovely. Just I can't think of another word for it. So really good. And I'm so pleased with myself because I finished a whole book for the first time since 2020, which is quite shocking because I used to study and do all sorts of, you know, brainiac things, and now I just don't. So yeah, that was great for me. And now I've started The Killer Question. And again, quite by accident, an absolute fluke, I started to read it and it's quite broken down again. It's so far all I've come across are emails and letters. And I'm thinking, how did I do that? I didn't look inside. I didn't look inside the covers when I bought them. I just read the blurb on the back and thought I'll give those a go. So I'm really, really pleased. And I'll let you know how I get on with that one. But yeah, so when I get up early, says I've got that a few minutes to myself at the start of the day, instead of just doing exercise and then sitting and listening to podcasts and drinking my coffee, I'm having a read and I'm really enjoying it. It's really, really giving my mind somewhere else to go, and I'm enjoying that. So yeah, wish me luck on book two, and let me know if you're reading anything. I'm always up for recommendations, and I'm happy to share what I'm reading. And I like series of books. I like to get to know a character and just get really invested in them. So I'm quite, yeah, anything that you think is that's a good series that she can dip into, let me know, because even if it's not one I can sit and read in great chunks, I can audio book it. So I'm all for that. So what else? What have we been up to? I'm looking for hobbies. I'm looking for things I can pick up and put down without too much fuss. So I'm not a painter. I'm not artistic. I'm not classically creative really, but I'd like to be. I'd like to try. I'm wondering about doing something like cross stitch or something very basic that I can pick up and put down. It doesn't need a lot of mental investment, that I can just, give a go. So I'm going to explore ideas this coming week and see if something appeals to me. I used to crochet when I finished my degree and I just needed something to do that didn't require deep thought and essay writing. And I said to my mum, teach me to crochet, nothing fancy. I just want to make a blanket. And she taught me to crochet and I made a huge blanket. And I've made a few since and given them to homeless charities and refugee charities. So I might try and do a bit of that. That helps. And you can just pick that up and put it down without having to fuss about getting to a sensible place to stop. So that's on the cards, I think, for the coming week. So again, if you've got suggestions, bring it on. I'm happy to be guided for a creative activity for a non-creative or artistic soul. I just feel the need to try and create something, make something, do something with my hands and not too much with my brain. So yeah, what else? Seamus enjoyed his picnic. He does love a picnic, bless him. So we did that, but he was quite unsettled for our Sunday visit. So I've suggested that perhaps we do Sunday picnics instead. He seems more chill when we're outside and having a picnic, and he gets me to play a children's film and tell him everything that's going on screen throughout, and read all the end credits out to him. That's his way of engaging with it. He loves that. So I think last time we did Toy Story, the first one, which was I hadn't seen it, so, believe it or not. So yeah, we're gonna do Sunday picnics and see if that makes it a bit more successful until that mood passes. And yeah, we had a good appointment with one of his doctors the other day, and she thinks that's a great way to move forward and see if we can break that cycle of behaviour for him, that he's now got this sort of association with Sundays and visits and getting hyper excited, and then he doesn't know what to do with that, bless his heart. So, and then Ryan cancelled Leeds Castle. He had a better offer. He phoned me up and he said, there's a barbecue on Friday, Mummy. Am I meeting you or am I going to go and have a lovely time, darling? And I said, "Oh, you go and have a lovely time, darling. You're allowed to cancel, mummy." So yeah, so they went off and had a barbecue on Friday and had a thoroughly good time. The other unit that they go to sometimes for barbecues got a massive trampoline, so that's always good. So they've been busy, bless them. And yeah, he wants to go to Asda this week for some reason. He loves the supermarket, so we're going to meet at Asda, go to Costa and have a coffee and have a walk around the aisles. He likes to count the aisles, and then he likes to do window shopping in the clothing department. And who am I to argue? Excuse me, goodness. And yeah, we'll probably have another look at the books. I'll see if I can get another one for my next week. So what else? Oh, we did the memory cafe. That was fun. It's always fun. So mum seemed to really enjoy it. She's been quite muddled this week, I have to say. She's asked me a lot about my dad, a lot about wider family, all of whom have passed. And yeah, so that's been quite sad. But she's okay in herself. She's doing really, really well. Um, what else? Oh, she's got a bit of backache at the moment, and she keeps taking tablets and then forgetting she's taken them. So I've hidden them. And every time she wants a tablet, she starts rooting through her drawer and saying, "I'm sure I had some tablets in here." And I say, "Yeah, I've hidden them, mum, because you forget you've taken them." "Oh, do I?" So I give her painkillers, and then 5 minutes later, she's reaching through the drawer. "I'm sure I had some painkillers in here. I've got a terrible backache." "Yeah, that's why I've hidden them, mum. You've already had some." So bless her heart. She's yeah, she is muddly, but she's so healthy and so fit in herself that I can't really complain. It's sometimes I get a little bit sad that we can't share the same things that we used to share, and it's like a slow loss, and it is really sad to watch. But I think I have to do a bit more sort of mental preparation for myself about what's to come. So I'm going to do some more homework around dementia and the future. And I did a little bit this week, and some of the advice is to look at the difficult stuff before it's an emergency, before you need it, which I used to do talks for other parents of young people with complex needs who were coming to the end of schooling and looking at what comes next and possibly supported living. And I used to say to them, even though you're not there, keep it in the back of your mind that this may one day be something that you need, and create a blueprint for what you want it to look like, what you want for your children, because it won't be there sitting ready for taking. It's got to be created. There'll be the bare bones, and you work with the staff that are supporting them to create what you want. That's what I've done with the staff supporting my children. I mean, we've been really, really lucky that they're so up for trying stuff, and I keep challenging them to try something different, and I am that parent for which I make no apology, because I know my boys and I know the things that they used to enjoy and may still enjoy, and I want them to have the absolute best life they can possibly have. So that means working with the staff and supporting their efforts and being ready to make suggestions and try. I mean, we've just bought a portable picnic table to take out, because the park we usually go to for our picnics, there's a fair there for the next couple of weeks, and Seamus won't cope with that. That will just be too much, and it will be too busy. It's the school holidays, it will be too busy. But there's another park that is always quiet because there's not much there. And he likes that. He likes the space, and he likes the quiet, and he likes to hear the sounds of being outside and the birds and all that kind of thing, without a lot of footballs being kicked around and fair noise, and I don't know, just the hustle and bustle of the summer holidays at busy popular parks. But there's no picnic tables there, so we've just bought one, and it will go in the boys' car, and then they've got it for wherever they want to go. So yeah, it's that sort of having that blueprint of what you want and then working with the support staff to create it. And of course, I've not done any of that with my mum because it's a whole different dynamic. She cared for me, she brought me up, and to think about having to create that space for her possibly in the future, and I hope it's a long way in the future. I want her home for as long as it's working for her. And obviously for me, I need to be able to provide her with the care that she needs. And at the moment, it's not an issue. And there are lots of steps we can take between now and having to create that care environment. But I need to think about what those steps may be and the support that we can bring in. And then beyond that, what the next steps may be, so that when it comes, I'm not hit in the face with it out of the blue and having to do things in a rush. I have a blueprint and then I can file it away and not have that hanging over me of, what if? And it's what I told the other parents to do. I was, to make your peace with it and then put it away until such time as you think you need it, and tweak it whenever things change. Just get it out, tweak it, and make it adapt to who they are now. And I think that's what I need to do with my mum. And I don't know why I didn't think about it in those terms, but I think if I do, then I can make peace with it, put it away in the filing cabinet, and not have that sort of, what if? Because there are lots of things we can do that can enable her to stay at home for a long, long time. And I hope to make use of all of them because she belongs at home with me. And right now I'm up for it. So, but should I fall ill, we don't know what's around the corner. It would be good to have that in my back pocket and be able to say, well, this is what we need until I'm on my feet again. So yeah, that's something I need to be thinking about going forward. So what else are we up to? I'm supposed to be having a tattoo on my arm tomorrow. And she's just sent the design and I don't like it. So I've had to send it back and say, no, I like the original that I sent you. And I know it needs a little bit of tweaking, but no, I don't like that. So it's looking as if that might fall through. So watch this space and see. And what else are we doing? I'm meeting oldest friend who I've known since I was 4, who I've mentioned before. We're meeting up for another catch up. So we like to do that at least once a month if we can, and just keep each other relatively sane. She's doing okay. She still obviously misses her mum, but she's keeping busy and she's doing all right. So that will be lovely. And yeah, we've got picnic on Sunday with Shay and Asda. Whoops, I'm dropping things. Asda on Friday with Ryan and our usual Sunday Costa. He does like a cafe, bless his heart. So yeah, just trundling along. Please let me know how you are and what you're up to. And yeah, please subscribe if you feel inclined. And yeah, leave me a comment or a like. I'd be most grateful. And it's been lovely rambling on at you. And I'll see you soon. Take good care. Bye bye.